Hey everybody, Eric here and welcome to an upper body routine for flat bench style Bowflexes like this. In today's video, all of our work today is going to run through this bottom set of pulleys here, and it's going to help us move through all of our exercises real quick, and it's going to be a HIIT style routine. And a HIIT style routine means we're working out to this clock right behind me here. We're going to kick things off with a 4-minute warm up, and then we're going to get into these upper body lifts. So I've got 5 different exercises planned, and we're going to do them 4 times each. Each interval is going to be 1 minute long. Now, the work part of that interval is going to depend on where you're at. So beginners, I'm going to recommend 30 seconds of work followed by 30 seconds of rest. And more advanced people, I want you to stick with me for the whole 40 seconds on and then 20 seconds off. Now, hopefully this is really easy to follow. At the 30-second mark, you're going to hear a beep. Beginners, that's when you drop. Everybody else, stay with me through the end of the set. So there's also going to be previews of all the lifts that are going to show up on the screen before we get to each. I hope that makes it all really easy to follow. Our weight setting. So we're going to have one weight adjustment throughout today's routine. And when we do that adjustment, we're going to have a short break so we can adjust the weight, maybe grab a drink of water, and then get right back into things. So if you're going to be joining me, I hope you go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, we'll go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And one last thing, if you're watching this in January 2023, I'm running a workout challenge. All you have to do to be a part of it is comment after you do a workout video, include a hashtag in your comment, and you're going to get thrown up on the leaderboard. More on that, and I'll have a link to that in the description. So before we get into our routine, though, we're going to have a little 4-minute warm-up, get nice and loose and stretched out. Then we're going to rack up our resistance. I have a few different resistance settings I'm going to recommend, and then we're going to get into today's routine. I'll see you right back for that. All right, we're going to start things off with some high knees. Bring those knees up nice and high, going back and forth. And if you'd rather, you could do a little jogging in place. But I'm feeling high knees today. We're just trying to get the blood flowing and our body warm, and then we'll get a nice stretch going. Now, as we go, I'm going to start demoing all the different lifts we'll be doing today up on the screen here. Don't worry, each of those little previews will show up throughout today's routine, but I just want to give you a little look ahead. And I also want to say, welcome to anybody that's new to the channel. Comment below, tell me if this is your first workout, and be sure to check out the rest of the channel. I have a ton of videos for flat bench style machines. So with that, we're going to move into what I call some yes, no spins. So we're going to do an exaggerated yes motion here. Really loosen up your neck. And then we're going to go to some exaggerated no's, side to side. And now let's do a couple full spins. And I'm going to go ahead and change directions on that spin. All right, very nice. So next we're going to do some chest flutters. We're going to stick our arms out wide, and then we're just going to kind of flap them like we're flapping some wings. And then we're going to do a nice arm pull where we then stretch out our tricep across our body here. So let's do a couple more of those. Flutter, flutter. Stretch it out. All right, so we're in our last arm pull here. And after this, we're going to do some torso twists. So for this, spread your feet out a little bit, and then we're going to stretch our arms out wide, and then just spin side to side. And loosen up your back here. Feel that nice twisting, loosening sensation there. All right, let's move back into some marching in place here. We're going to do this for about another 15 seconds or so. All right, nice. Now I want you to move into some finger pulls, and for this you're just going to open up your arm and then kind of pull back on your fingers, and you're going to really stretch out this forearm here. This is going to be nice because we're doing some bicep curls and some rowing motions. Get this forearm all nice and loose for that. Let's switch sides here. And then what we're going to do is move into a forward fold for a little bit. So for this, you're going to have your feet about shoulder width apart, and you're going to lean down and try to touch your toes, and it's okay if you don't. Or you can bend your knees a little bit if you need to, that's all right. And we're going to hold this for about another 5 seconds. And for our last exercise in our warm-up, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to just do some arm circles, keep loosening up my chest and my shoulder blades, but you know, whatever you need right here. Got a few more seconds of it. All right, so that wraps our warm-up, and we're going to go ahead and start racking up our resistance. Now, I've got 3 different resistance settings that I'm going to recommend for this routine. The first would be for a heavyweight setting, and I would say rack up 80 pounds of power rods on both sides. A medium weight setting, I go 50 pounds of power rods, and a lightweight setting, I would go with 30 pounds. Now, we're going to keep this setting for our first 6 sets today, and then we're going to adjust our weight, do some sets, and then we're going to adjust it back to this original weight setting, and there we go. So let me go ahead and start showing you our first lift. So I've got my resistance all racked up, and we're going to start things off with a seated row. And for this, you could either sit with kind of your butt up against the leg extension here, or you can sit on the leg extension, which is what I'm going to do. And then you're just going to grab these handles that are closest to you, or on the respective sides, and then you're going to pull this weight back and then slowly release it. And we're going to be doing this for either 20 or 30 seconds, depending on your, your level that you're doing this routine at. So everybody sit up nice and tall, grab these handles, and let's row and pull the weight back towards our chest. And then as you do this, I want you to slowly release the weight. And then pull, and then slowly retract or release that weight. Now, weightlifting is not about going fast. You want to control the weight through the whole motion. All right, so we've got a beep coming up here, and that's for beginners to drop. Everybody else, stay with me here and keep rowing. All right, nice. So we're going to run back that exact same exercise here. So we're doing another seated row, and then we're going to move on to the next lift after that, which is a torso twist. But let's get in position for a seated row again. And now we're going to row it back. Now, I want you to pay attention to how you naturally grip these handles here. What I'm doing here, where my palms would be flat on the ground, this would just be called a natural or a normal grip. And if you're doing that, that works. If you're doing a hammer grip, which is turning at 90 degrees and you're holding the handles like you would a hammer, pay attention to that too, because we're going to switch it up on the back half. I want you doing the opposite grip. Beginners drop. All right, nice. So next lift, torso twist. So you're going to sit facing away from your machine here, kind of on the side of it, and I want one leg touching your leg extension attachment, and then you're going to grab one handle here, and then you're just going to pull this weight across your body. Now, as you do this, I want you looking at something kind of across the room from you, and keep your gaze on that the entire time. And then you're going to be twisting with your midsection. And as you twist, you should feel some tightness, maybe feel like you're out of breath. All right, beginners drop. Everybody else, stay with me. All right, so now we're just going to spin around and we're going to do the other side for our torso twist. So knee up against your leg extension again, and then you're going to grab the handle, the side that you're on. You're going to focus your gaze across the room here, kind of in front of your front knee, and then you're going to twist that handle across your body. You should be able to bring it over your outer knee. Be a little bit above it though. Beginner's drop. Good work, good work. All right, next we have some bicep curls. Now bicep curls on the Bowflex, really simple. You're gonna face the tower, grab these handles that are closest to you, and I want you to focus on not rocking at all. I want you to stand up nice and tall and just curl this weight up towards your shoulders. Now if you want more resistance, step further away from the machine, and that'll pick it up some. Less resistance, get closer to the machine. Keep working though. Focus on keeping that elbow in place, and you're just trying to curl that weight around it. That'd be 5 sets down. You are 25% of the way through this routine, and after this next set, we're going to have a 1-minute break where we're going to re-rack our resistance. We got one more set of bicep curls though. Let's go. You got this, come on. Beginners drop. Everybody else stay with me. You're almost to break time. There we go. All right, so we got 1 minute where you can maybe towel off, grab yourself a drink of water, and we have to adjust our resistance here. These next couple lifts are going to be a little bit harder, and for the heavyweight setting, I would go with one 50-pound power rod on each side. A medium weight setting, I would go with 30 pounds on each side, and a lightweight setting, I would only be doing 10 pounds on each side. We're going to be doing some one-arm reverse flies here. And for this, you're going to be sitting on your Bowflex, kind of facing away from it. And then you're going to grab the handle with your outer hand here. And then your other hand, you're just going to drop on the crossbar here. And then you're going to sit up nice and tall. And then you're going to just flare this arm out nice and wide. Let's go, Bowflexers, come on. Break time is over. Now try to sit up nice and tall, and really try to only move from kind of your shoulder and out. Everything else in your body, try to keep it static and not moving. Ten more seconds. Beginner's drop. All right, so just like torso twist, we're going to spin around here, and then we're just going to do the other side. So again, go ahead and get your grip all ready to go. Your inner arm on this crossbar, sit up nice and tall. And then we're just going to extend this arm out wide. It's a great exercise for your back and kind of your rotator cuff and your shoulder, all of that together. And you can probably see why we dropped that weight setting here. Beginner's drop. All right, so our next lift is going to be a sit-up here, and I'm going to offer an alternate lift. So some people can't do sit-ups very well, and for them, I want you to do a crunch where you just put your arms up here, bring these handles down your hips, and then crunch up. Everybody else, though, I want you holding the handles, and you're going to do sit-ups just like me here. And if this is hurting your knees or your back, again, I want you to do these crunches where you bring the handles down your thighs at the same time as you lift your back and shoulder off of the bench. If you can do sit-ups though, come with me. Beginner's drop. Got another set of sit-ups coming up when this clock hits 0 here. Now this routine, this is going to be a good one that you can come back to, especially if you're a beginner, because then you can try to work yourself all the way up to doing the 40 seconds of work. Let's sit up or crunch. Now, if you want to, if you're doing sit-ups, you can kind of bring your elbows over to your opposite knee, kind of hit the side of your abs there. Or you can just go straight ahead, that works as well. Beginner's drop. There we go. So we're 10 sets in, halfway through this routine, and now we're going to run everything back. And we're going to start again with the one arm reverse fly here. One arm on the crossbar, one on the handle. Sit up nice and tall and extend this arm out. And you can bring this handle up above your head, or you can bring it out to the side. Kind of whatever feels better to you here. Beginner's drop, 10 seconds, everybody else. Let's spin it around, other side. Nice and tall, one arm on this crossbar. Let's go, everybody. Keep working. You're over halfway done. You don't quit in the middle, you quit at the end. So stay with me. Beginner's drop, 10 sec, everybody else. Keep pushing. There we go, that was our last shoulder extension or reverse fly there. We're getting back into our sit-ups or our crunches, whatever feels right to you. I'll be doing more sit-ups here, and I want you joining me here. Let's go. Now I mentioned this workout challenge for the month of January, Now I've created a leaderboard that I'll have linked to in the video description here, and it's pretty cool. If you want to be on the leaderboard, beginners drop, then all you have to do at the end of this routine or any routine on the channel, comment on the video. All right, that's it. You just have to comment on any video and include a hashtag in the comment. And I basically have some software that runs in the background that's going to then take your comment, put it on the leaderboard, and say you finished today's workout. So if you're into that, please participate in that leaderboard. Now let's do some sit-ups. This is our last set of sit-ups or crunches here. You can do it. Beginners out. 10 seconds, everybody else. We got a break coming up here too. Whew. 1 minute break. Now, first thing you're gonna wanna do, put your original weight setting back on. So 80 is the heavy, 50 is the medium, 30 is lightweight, and then you got a little time for yourself where you can grab some water. And now we're going to run that first set back, or the first circuit, where we start things off with some seated rows. So we're going to kick things off with seated row sets 4 and 5. So grab the handles, and then you're going to sit back. And now I want you to think about that grip you had in the first half of this routine. Did you have a natural grip, or did you have a hammer grip? Because I want you doing the opposite grip. So I'm going to be doing a hammer grip here. Now let's row. Stay in control. Release the weight nice and slow. Bring those handles back as far as you can take them to. Beginners, you're out. All right, there we go. Another set of rows coming up. And if you're a beginner and you're dropping out at that 30-second mark, I want you to push yourself. I want you to try to do the full 40 seconds with us for this set here. Now let's row. Now this row is a real nice lift to kind of push yourself because you're using some of the bigger muscle groups in your body here. And so we're trying to get there the full 40 seconds with those big muscle groups before we move into the smaller ones. Stay with me. Another set down, and we got torso twists up next. So let's sit on our bench, face away from the machine. 1 foot on the leg extension tool, and when you grab this handle, look over your outer knee and twist that weight across. This is exercise number 17 of 20. You're almost done. We're going to take this one exercise, one set at a time to finish out though. Beginners drop. Now let's just spin it around. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's twist it. Now these torso twists, you can do them a couple different ways. You could actually grab the handle on the opposite side of the machine. That works as well. Beginner's drop. But what's real important is you keep that gaze above your outer knee looking straight out ahead of you. You don't want to be twisting your head all around and your back and everything. So just keep looking straight across that room. Okay, one more exercise. We got 2 sets. We got our bicep curls. All right, facing the tower here. Let's curl that weight up. And again, more resistance. Step away from the tower. Less resistance, get closer. Don't rock around. Keep that back straight. Beginner's drop. One more set of curls coming up. And then that'll do it. You know what they say, curls for the girls, thighs for the guys. If you're looking for a thigh workout, I got plenty of those on the channel too. For now, let's get those curls in. Here we go. Now I think that term comes from, you got your, what they call the beach muscles, where that's kind of your chest, your biceps and your triceps. Beginners, I want you to give me everything you got. Keep working with me here. Keep it going. A few more seconds. Everything you got. All right, there we go. Before we wrap things up, you need to remove your power rods from tension. And I like wrapping mine up too. That's going to help keep those power rods nice and strong. If you leave them under tension, they're going to get weak pretty quickly actually and degrade. So you want to keep those power rods nice and strong, just like you. So again, if you want to participate in my January workout challenge, go ahead and comment in the description or comment below, include a hashtag, and it'll make its way up on my tracker. Everybody else though, hope you give this video a like. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you back next time. Thank you for watching. Be good to yourself and be good to others.